All right, the next comment is from Sarah Bell. So she says, the issue is Africa and Caribbean. Build your own homes up first. Can't believe you gave a bag you paid for to the shopkeeper. Don't they have cameras? All right, I kind of don't understand what she means by, what she means by build your own home up first. I don't understand, but it's your opinion. If you could explain further in the comment if you ever watch this video, that would be appreciated. All right, and as for the garbage bag, I didn't want a fight. That's probably jail time for me. So the easiest thing was to just go back to where I bought the bag, leave the bag with him, go back to the supermarket, collect my receipt, because I had a receipt. I should have taken my receipt, collect my receipt, went back, gave it to him, got my bag, left. I was angry, but that's what I did. The next comment is from Andy. Andy is a Swiss Dominican, so meaning she's Swiss, probably with a Dominican parent, but she's Swiss. And she says she can relate to the video. All right. Next comment is from Angela. Angela also has an amazing YouTube channel. Go check her out, guys. She does some beautiful decors for different seasons. Go check her out. I will leave her link in the description as well. All right, so Angela says, very interesting point of view, Danelle. It is like this everywhere, like you said, which is true. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, Angela. It is like this all over the place. It's just in different ways. Next is from the Murphy family. Thank you guys so much for coming, for stopping by and commenting on that video. And here's what they had to say. This was an amazing video. Very interesting. So crazy that they watched you in the store like that. That store about the garbage bag, so crazy and so rude. The fact that we have to constantly prove ourselves is absolutely ridiculous. Thank you for sharing this. Very necessary and so very well spoken. Thank you so much, sir. Keep fighting and keep knocking down those stereotypes. You are beautiful and you are great, and there's nothing anyone can do to deny or suppress that. New family here. That means he's a new family, to our circle. Thank you to the Murphy family. And you know, I share this comment with all of you. You're great. Continue to knock down those stereotypes. And there's nothing that people can say to you that can stop you. Just keep pushing, keep going. And remember, the only thing that can keep you back is you. At the end of the day, the only person that can keep you back is you. Because when one door is open, there are others that can be open or will be open for you, okay? Okay, so let's continue with the comments. This comment is from Ver CH. So she commented this like a week ago, that Switzerland is mostly in the try to not see racism and culture. I am white Swiss, so she's Swiss, and just out of curiosity, or out of interest, watched several Black in Switzerland videos. There is racism, but many of the complaints are due to culture shock. Racial profiling is very much a thing for sure. All right. Thank you for acknowledging that, my dear. Thank you so much. And this was said a lot in my previous video about being Black in Switzerland, that some of the things that I shared were racism. And the reason why you might have found a lot of the videos to be culture shock, around culture shock, is that most time we don't want to cry racism, even if we see that it is racism or we know that it is. we don't want to shout racism because, to be honest, it has been played out a lot, and sometimes people think we're crying wolf and there's no wolf, you know. So it's best to probably not use the word racism, just describe your experience and let people build their own perception of what that experience is, right? So probably this is why the videos you have seen were mostly about culture shock, or, you know, because I personally won't come out and say, oh, the Swiss are racist. No, I wouldn't say that, you know, because not all Swiss are racist, and that's generalizing. But I have had racial discrimination and so on and so forth. But yeah, so, okay. All right, next comment. Okay, so this comment is from Viana. Viana says, don't blame it all on foreigner and racial issues. Swiss are what they are. Open-minded, generous, and tolerant towards the unknown is most certainly not their strength. And those characteristics are not affecting visitors only. So please do not always assume when we are exposed to those kinds of Swiss treatment that you actually triggered a reaction. They actually treat each other the same way. The general rule is, don't you dare to deviate from the middle of the road or keep your head above the well-defined line, or you will be reminded in no uncertain terms. All right. So, as I said in that video, that I never shout racism, or but I can see when there is discrimination. And you know, I'm not sure if this person is a Swiss. I don't think so, but might be living in Switzerland. And they mentioned that the Swiss treat the Swiss the same way. I cannot talk about that. I cannot talk about how a Swiss treats a Swiss, because guess what? Sister here ain't a Swiss. I'm a Jamaican. I barely speak Swiss language. So I cannot tell how a Swiss treats a Swiss in a similar situation as I have experienced. I appreciate your comment and I appreciate your opinion. Yeah, so next comment. We're coming down. We're almost done. So this is from someone else I can't pronounce, but you can see the name here. A possible explanation. So this person is trying to explain a possible explanation for the whole behavior of some people. So, but she's saying, or he's saying, it's not an excuse. So a possible explanation, but not excuse, for the poor black people box. So in that video, you may remember that I made different boxes in which we are sometimes placed. She said, oftentimes we see black people in media. It's advertisement for charities that want you to send money to Africa. And typically the people in the ads are poor and hungry. I know from other places that not everyone in Africa is like that, but if you don't make an effort to seek out information, that's like at least 50% of black people we see in our daily lives. Right, so that is rightfully true, because as I said in my video as well, that I built my perception from TV. And what did I see on TV of Africans? I always saw charity programs and they're asking for money. So I thought everybody in Africa was poor, you know. So I completely understand that. And this is where I took my analysis when I was analyzing the whole situation, that just like me, I built a perception from stuff I saw on TV. It's the same thing people might be doing. You know, they're watching movies and they're probably building their perception off of Hollywood movies or wherever they watch these movies. So this was my argument, right? And that's it for this video. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your contribution to the topic. And if you didn't see your comment in this video, I mean, there were over 130 comments. I could not possibly bring all of them in this video, but I really wanted to point out some of the Swiss who have commented and kind of agreed to what I said in the video, you know, and them acknowledging. And this is one thing I really like about the Swiss and the Swiss culture. They're not afraid to acknowledge their characteristics or say, yes, this is how we are. Yeah, we know that this is how we are. And I appreciate that. And a lot of them are willing, you know, to address it, or if they know that you're open to integration, they're also willing to integrate you into their community and society. So please, guys, don't be afraid to visit Switzerland. Don't be afraid to come here and live. Just know, just be prepared that when you do, there are things to expect, you know. And yeah, so that's it for me in this video, and I appreciate you all the time. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I would appreciate it greatly. All right, until next time, guys. See you soon. Bye.